Back by immensely popular demand is the hat. Hello lovely Cancerians. We can't do without it, I know. Actually it cheers me right up just wearing it. Look at that. Let me waggle my claws. Okay, I'm going to choose you an oracle card first and then we'll do the tarot. Nice. I've got a feeling for you, and I have had for a while, that things are getting kind of real. More realer than us water signs would like it. I don't see it in terms of good or bad or dark or light. I just see it in terms of there's an enormous potential for change for you at the moment. And it's not always easy. The oracle card I pull for you is flexible. And I do think it will be necessary, but also very beneficial if you can keep a really open mind throughout April about everything. About money, about love, about destiny, about life. Okay? We will look at all of those things. I will start with looking at, I'm going to take a couple of overall energy cards because I like to do that and just dip in, get a touchstone for the, oh that's good, for the energy for you for April, lovely Cancerians. Using a new tarot as well. I know, very exciting. Ooh. Yeah, see, that makes total sense to me. I will do a love reading underneath in about, approximately 10 minutes or so. And then there will be an extended love reading as there is every month. First link in the description box. You get Ace of Wands. I quite like that this is quite a sober Ace of Wands, because I think when you are a water sign and when you are a Cancerian, Cancerians can be quite reserved in lots of ways. It's something I like about Cancerians. And this is quite a reserved Ace of Wands, but nevertheless, the energy is there. You know, the Kundalini energy, the sap is rising, you feel creative, you're feeling like, and we've got some really weird eclipses, we've got retrogrades still going on as you get this video. Everything is really right, left and centre. You know, it's like spaghetti junction, and that's okay. All the signs are going through that. But there's something about you gaining power from the confusion. I know. Then we have this rather beautiful but very sombre Five of Cups. This is considering. It's looking at what has gone before and what has probably gone forever. In these eclipses, in these retrogrades, in this time, which I feel is almost like, it's like a spring, it's like the beginning of the year almost all over again. There were things that were still clinging on, like limpets, which, you know, I think crabs would have limpets on their shell. Let me know in the comments section. You're the crabs. And these things needed to go, and being Cancerian, you probably knew they needed to go, and I think we all know what happened when I asked the question about, have any of you got a favourite pair of old shoes that you can't throw away? Never known a response like it. Never known a response like it. Honestly, it was amazing. So that goes for things emotional as well. There are emotional things, there are people, there are feelings, there are memories that you haven't wanted to let go and to archive. And for some reason, I feel like this Ace of Wands burns through that resistance and allows you to find the courage to let go of the things you need to let go of. Oh yes, don't mind if I do. We get the Fool. Look at that dog. That dog is gorgeous. The Fool, of course, major arcana, just what we've been talking about. The beginning of a new adventure, the beginning of something new, the beginning of taking a leap of faith. And it's the right time. You know, we had to get through all of these eclipses, and we had to get through the sort of topsy-turvy, up and downy energy of these retrogrades. But for you, Ace of Wands together with the Fool is such a powerful new beginning, such a powerful new cycle for you Cancerians, because I've been in your readings for the past kind of 6 to 8 months. I've noticed it's been a rocky road. It's been difficult. You've had to choose. You've had to hunker down. You've had to keep your mouth shut in some cases, not cause any ripples. You know, get your head down and think this too will pass. And you were right. It will. I would just say with the Fool, that may come, and remember you got that flexible card about being really open-minded, being curious, being flexible. Flexibility is a sign of great strength as well. So see it as building psychological strength, okay? It feels as if with that Fool card, and I'm just getting a channel of you like being literally catapulted off a springboard into something. So this could come to you quite suddenly, but it isn't sudden. It will turn up suddenly, but actually it's been in the universal pipeline for a long time, okay? Your only job is to grasp it when it arrives and not question it too hard and not try and fathom it out. And not try and, I think they call it parsing, you know, like when you're looking at an ancient language like Greek and you parse the verb and you look at it in its endings and what it means. Don't do that. When the opportunity comes in for you lovely Cancerians, as it will do, I think in the sort of Aries season, so more like April the 20th onwards, it's going to come quickly. Ooh, that's interesting. And you won't have a chance to get it again. It's like, you know, go for it is what I'm saying, which is not what we water signs normally do, but you'll know. Then we get the Devil coming in. Hello, Mr. Devil. Okay. The Fool and the Devil. Do you know what I'm getting for that Devil card? And I've had this a lot with the Devil recently, where the Devil is showing up in more of a kind of pan, you know, adventurous sense. You may, over the last few months, have lost your spirit of adventure and maybe lost a bit of gumption when it comes to seizing the day, seizing the moment, seizing the opportunity, and not overthinking about the people around you and whether it's their turn or your turn or anything to do with turns. This is about you, the little bit of Devil that is within you. Okay, I'm going to find my pen and I'm going to write that down actually, because that's important. So the little bit of Devil that is within you. You're, you know, a little bit of wickedness, a little bit of sass, you know, be pushy, go for it. I've also written that down. It feels like your normal demeanour as a Cancerian, your shell protection, ooh, hello, your shell protection, these move by the way, I know, isn't going to benefit you. Those of you on the cusp of Leo will find this easier than those of you who are like in the first tranche of being a Cancerian, the early Cancerians. You'll struggle more with it. Oh my God. Oh my God. So trad as well. We've got the Two of Cups. Doesn't that woman look a lot like, oh God, Wallace Simpson? Just saying. Anyway, Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer, or as I like to call it, you put the phone down first. No, you put the phone down. No, you put the phone down first. It's a love card. It's a love thing. This can be, and we'll do your love reading. It takes us nicely into your love reading, actually. This can be obviously a relationship. We've got these lovely roses, I think they are, in the background. We've got things in bloom. It's Venus in Cancer, it's romantic, it's got that whole coochie coochie type thing going on. But also it can be friendships, it can be work relationships in terms of somebody coming up with something that you really want to do. That you're like, I've been looking for this opportunity, it's a risk, but I would love to do this. So it can also be partnerships, business partnerships, friendships, family relationships, and romantic relationships. Woof. Okay, I'm going to use a different deck. Yes, I'm going to use that one. Just going to check that I'm decent before I stand up. You never know what I'm wearing underneath or what trousers I have on. Yay. Ooh, okay. I'm going for a different one. Different love deck. You're going Lover's Path Tarot today. Oof. Oh, yes, you are. And you're going to like it. See, I'm getting my sass on. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's put that one there. It's a very subtle deck, actually, the Lover's Path Tarot. It is a very water sign deck, I must say. That and the Enchanted Veil. Might use the Enchanted Veil in the extended reading. I often do, just because it has that aspect of getting beyond the veil. Oh, hello. Hello card that's just... Which one was that? Ooh. I'm seeing if there's any other that had flipped over. No, but I want you. Okay, who are you? Ooh. Ooh. We get the Seven of Wands, Mars in Leo. So, you know that sassiness that I was talking about originally? You're going to need some of that in your love life as well. Because it feels as if you're drawing a line. And this has been going on for a while, off and on. The Seven of Wands is when you're not forced into a position where you have to say what your non-negotiables are and where your boundaries are. But you kind of are at the same time. So this can be that you are triggered by somebody else's behaviour. It can be that you are triggered by a previous relationship and you don't want it to work out the same way as it did with that one. So it's a card of defence, but not offence. Okay, and my American football knowledge is deeply limited, I have to say. It comes up with the Knight of Wands, and I can't help but feel that there's some fiery action coming your way. Now, this can be literally a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but it can also be in the fire sign months. God, here you've got me. July, April, July, and sort of December, isn't it? Kind of. Yeah, that's right. Ish. This is somebody who has a lot of sass and a lot of confidence. And because it's a knight, it's a kind of, it can be a message or it can be like a happening, you know, something actually occurring. I'm just going to show you the cards. So I'm going to pull that across so that you can actually see them. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, let's do that. God, I normally do that and it's kind of, the camera's panning down to some old pair of pants on the floor or just something equally grim. Okay, so we have our Knight of Wands. And this is something, I would say maybe unexpected, but also welcome. Yes, let's take another. I like you here with this Seven of Wands because that's Mars in Leo, and it feels like for some of you, you can meet someone where they're at. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, which is a card of investment, emotional investment. Your next move in the love arena isn't about what you can get, or whether you can get someone, can't get someone, you know, moving towards something, moving away, whatever. It's about what somebody is willing or able or actually very enthusiastic to invest in you. You're interested, if you think of it in terms of a bank account, you're interested in people who can make healthy deposits when the interest rate is good. And the interest rate must also be good. Remember that Five of Cups, how can we forget? You are not here for the stragglers, the time wasters, you know, the people who don't know what they want. We've got Ace of Wands energy. We've got breaking the chain with the Five of Cups. We've got adventure, yes. So this is also, it could be somebody who is not your, in inverted commas, type, or somebody who is a bit of a gamble in some way to you. And for a Cancerian, a gamble can just be that somebody is uber confident and interested, because Cancerians don't want to get their heart broken. You do feel very, very, very deeply. So the way to ensure that it works out the best for you is this Four of Pentacles, is watching the deposits. I was going to say the deposit slip, but I don't think hardly any banks really do deposit slips anymore, do they? I know, I'm sort of thinking back to 1985. Then we have the Page of Swords. That's interesting. Page of Swords is a message, but the message itself is small. So this can be that it's in its infancy, that it's kind of somebody is thinking of saying something, or somebody reaches out in a small way, or you have a small and simple but quite effective conversation. The Page of Cups is supposed to be the apology card, but I also get it for the Page of Swords. But sometimes when you get the apology with the Page of Swords, it's not heartfelt enough for you at this moment. So I feel like some of you will need to declare your standard. You know, if we're saying that a standard needs to be raised, or if we're saying that there needs to be more emotional money in the bank, then you must know what your standard is to start with. It's a bit like a bank saying, you know, we will pay interest on the threshold of £10,000 or whatever. What is your threshold for paying interest, for giving back, for issuing a dividend? I thought I'd just get totally bank crazy on you there. There may also, for some of you, and this is a bit weird, be a connection between finance and love, because believe me, I don't spend my days talking about dividends and all the rest of it. So something's in there. Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. It's very important, especially as a water sign, and especially with this Two of Cups, which is a very romantic card. You know, it's soppy, it's romantic, it's what's that cartoon, the Disney cartoon, where the two dogs are like eating spaghetti, you know, and they both slurp the spaghetti and then their nose touches. You know, it's got essences of that about it. But it's very important that you retain a level of, I suppose I'm saying, independence here. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independent means, making sure that you have everything you need, and not just that you have it, but that you generated it, that you made it happen more than anybody else. Very, very important. I'll just take a couple more of these, and then I'm going to see what deck I'm drawn to. Yeah, there's a lot here about you receiving, not giving. The energy definitely needs to be coming your way, which is unusual. And that felt like a difficult card when I took it. For some of you, there may be blocks around a certain relationship. Things that you know you can't see but would like to. There's something, yeah. There's something just, I'm going to take, yeah, the bottom card. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords. This is a lot of swords for lovely Cancerians. 4 of Swords is not engaging in the sort of battle of things. The 5 of Swords, Venus and Aquarius, is being detached from your emotions at times and being able to speak from that space. And the 8 of Swords with the 5 of Cups up here is about being aware of your own, I don't want to call it limitations, because it's not really, but being aware of your own, we all have our own quirks and our own sort of psychic tricks. Yeah. This Strength card that I'm pulling here is very evocative of this. This is the card that says know thyself. The Oracle at Delphi had that inscribed above the Oracle. Know thyself. Not know someone else, know everyone else. Know thyself. And I would say also, to thine own self be true. Major Arcana, Strength card. This cuts through all of this flim-flam. And I'm going to call it flim-flam, okay? I'm calling out flim-flam. Oh, I love that. And then you go and get the moon with the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, it's giving me an itchy ear. This can't be bad. You are Cancerian. You are ruled by the moon. Okay. The moon gives you carte blanche to move in a lunar way. In other words, you can be spookily accurate about things. You move by tide rather than by time. You don't always have to explain the eccentricities of being ruled by the moon. As long as you've got your Queen of Swords going on, as long as you've got your 4 of Swords, you know when to take a break and you know when to detach from your emotion and let your head rule your heart, you will be able to meet whatever situation this is for you and get something effective out of it. Okay, move the needle. In the extended, I'm going to do a fresh reading, a love reading for you with completely different cards. And I'm going to look at your person. How do they feel? What's going on behind the scenes? One of those kind of how do they feel about you readings, because I can sort of feel that. I don't know why, but I can feel that question needs to be answered. Let's take a couple of love oracles while we're at it, lovely Cancerians. Oh, it's one of my favourites. And I really, really get a sense of this. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. There's something, I might even make that the title for this video. There's something hotting up for you. But I also feel like you have hotted up, if that makes sense. You have strengthened your position. And that naturally means that there will be action, that there will be hotter prospects, that there will be hotter prospects across the board in business, in terms of the people that show up for you, the, in inverted commas, coincidences that happen will all open a window for you, but it's because you were brave. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready, but also tool up. Tool up, because you're going to need to show everybody, work life, love life, the whole bit, where your bottom line is. Okay, I'm going to go and do the extended reading. If you want to join me there, it's the first link in your description box. Woof! It's good to be back. Namaste.